Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hiding Community Stadium here in Marshfield. It is Wisconsin Valley Conference girls soccer here tonight. It's the visiting 3-2 DC Everest Evergreens and the home Marshfield Tigers. Marshfield comes in at a record of 4-4. Jason Zaleski here to guide you through tonight's event. Again, Wisconsin Valley Conference soccer. Taking a look at game I called here last year between these two teams, and I had to be reminded. Jenna Bauman, 2 goals. It was 2-0 DC Everest over these Marshfield Tigers here at Hiding Community Stadium a year ago. And as I look here, not quite a year ago to the day, May 20th, it was the May 8th game over at DC Everest is the one that really got away from Marshfield. That was a 5-2 Everest win on May 8th, 2021, but we are here in 2022. Marshfield Tigers look to have a little bit better squad than last year, and talked to Coach Lucky Linder before today's game, Marshfield's Steve Linder, and he felt good about his team coming in here. Told us to keep an eye on something. We'll tell you that as the match tonight develops, game or match, wherever part of the country you might be in. For DC Everest here in 2022, I said they are 3-2. They lost their first 2 matches of the year. That both those at the UW Lacrosse Invite, 3-0 loss to the hands of the Bayport Pirates and a 2-0 loss to the Onalaska Hilltoppers. And then on April 14th, that was 11 days ago, an 8-1 win over at Stevens Point, a 3-2 win at home to Wausau. Nothing. Drubbing of Merrill on Thursday last week. So first time that the Greens will come back on the pitch since Thursday here in Marshfield. A cold and windy Marshfield, Wisconsin tonight. Cold and windy Schofield too, by the way, but here we are. For Marshfield, 4-4 overall. Coach Linder took the team down to Urbana, Illinois to start the season back on April 8th and 9th. 4-0 loss to Sacred Heart Griffin, a 6-0 win over host Urbana, and a 3-0 win over Champaign. And then to start the Valley Conference season back on April 12th, it was a 1-0 win for Marshfield here against Merrill, and then a 2-0 win here against Wausau East. It was a 2-1 loss here against Wisconsin Rapids, and then the only road game in Wisconsin was played on Thursday last week, and that was a 3-1 loss to Wausau West. And then Marshfield lost in a non-conference game here on Friday, 4-0 to Eau Claire North. So it's been a lot of home matches here for the Tigers, and then the home games coming up start getting pretty slim, although the next 3 are at home here tonight, and then Saturday at noon against Toma, and then Spash visits on Tuesday, May 3rd. We are just a few days from May, although it's still barely 30-something and windy right now in these final days of April. And then after that, for Marshfield, it's at Merrill, at Wausau West, for a quad at Wausau East, at Wisconsin Rapids, home to Wausau West, at DC Everest, home against Lakeland, and then at Stevens Point. So Marshfield's going to finish up the homestand here through Tuesday. Again, Monday, Saturday, Tuesday. And then you're going to need to go on the road to find these Tigers. And we are having introductions here first for the Evergreens. And again, we'll meet the Greens here on the broadcast during the match. We'll call all the names as it all happens here during the match. Lucas Colross was also up in the press box before today's game, and like Coach Linder, in pretty good spirits, although the two of them were talking and both thought they had a pretty fair chance here tonight. So we will see. It's always interesting. Wisconsin Valley teams get together. And as we catch the last of the DC Everest Evergreen starting lineups, so we will check in with Northside Computers, your U.S. cellular store here in Marshfield.
Hi, this is Jason from Northside Computers. Is your computer playing games with you?
This shot decides the game. For the win.
Stay out of the penalty box and keep your computer in check. Northside Computers, Marshfield. Is your computer frozen? Don't be like that guy. Bring it to us. We fix frozen computers every day. Northside Computers, Marshfield. We're here to help.
All right, back here at Hiding Community Field. As a matter of fact, you saw there, we will not leave you. We'll show you a Coach Steve Lindner interview at halftime. That's our Coach on the Couch that we did a few weeks ago. That'll be it. Otherwise, you will see the action non-stop here. And now for today's national anthem here at Hiding Community Stadium. All right, national anthem now behind us, and we start gearing up for, again, Wisconsin Valley soccer action here from Marshfield. The DC Everest Evergreens, the visiting Greens, come in at 3-2. Marshfield 4-4 here at home today. Game number 4 of 4 on the broadcast schedule today. 3 baseball games prior to this. It looked like the Pacelli Cardinals took care of Wild Rose. Columbus Catholic took care of Owen Withy. And Amherst took care of Nakusa. That was all baseball. And you'll see highlights of those throughout the various Facebook channels, the various Zaleski Sports Facebook channels, that is, later on tonight. You'll also see highlights of Marshfield and Mosinee baseball. And you can read about Marshfield and Chippewa Falls softball at ZaleskiSports.com. Later on tonight, it was Chippewa Falls 6-1 winners over Marshfield Senior High Tigers softball. First loss of the year for Coach Becky Linsmeyer and her Tigers. The Tigers will be right back at it at DC Everest tomorrow. And we are looking into a way to get to that game, but as of now, you will be able to hear that game live on WOSQ, most likely. Gene Delisio will be on the call. We will join him if we can, and we're working on a special plan to do that right now. But as of now, a bunch of other games, though, on the schedule tomorrow. And while we're waiting for the ball to be set in, we'll go through that schedule with you as well. Our broadcast schedule tomorrow. And here's what I'm doing, folks, and you got to be doing the same thing. You go to ZaleskiSports.com and you click Weekly Schedule. It's exactly what I just did as we are underway here at 7:02 p.m. on this Monday night soccer here on Zaleski Sports. It is a full schedule tomorrow. Edgar at Assumption softball, Marathon at Stratford baseball and softball, Arcadia at Amherst girls soccer, Greenwood at Columbus Catholic baseball, Columbus Catholic at Athens softball, and we've got on Marshfield boys and girls track right here from Hiding Community Stadium tomorrow. That starts the whole day at 4 o'clock and then carries on from there. So find all those games on ZaleskiSports.com. Just click Weekly Schedule, and then there will be links right from there. You can click to watch your game or on the homepage. Either way, got about 20 ways for you to watch the game, so find the one that works best for you. First minute here in Marshfield. Thanks, everybody, for joining, watching tonight's broadcast. Now is a great time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers that live sports, live girls soccer, on Zaleski Sports right now. Evergreens with a run. Ugna is there in trail, and that will We'll release our secret here that we were told prior to today's match. Jenna Bauman, prolific scorer in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. I mentioned the 2-0 Everest win here last year at Marshfield. Both goals scored by Jenna Bauman, a freshman last year, a sophomore this year. And sophomore Abby Ugna is following Jenna, essentially following Jenna wherever she goes. And that was the plan that Coach Steve Lindner had. It's what he told me before today's match. Let me release that information now as you can plainly see it. But that's exactly what's going on. Abby coming up from a midfield, sometimes striker position, going back into a defensive stance, and she's going to shadow Jenna Bauman this whole match. So interesting strategy here for the Tigers. And an interesting look on the field. I don't want to exaggerate things, but it's about a 12-inch difference between those two players. Abby Ugna comes in at 6'1", and Jenna Bauman is just above 5 feet tall. A tremendous size difference as you look down on the field right now. Nearly a foot difference between those two. And yet those two are going to go at it here all match long and may provide the key to win. We'll see when this one is all done, but that's how it's lined up right now. As that one sent out by Katie Schultz, it'll be a throw for the Tigers. Throw handled by Hayden Berger. Berger throws into Avery Weister. We'll hear a lot of those names today as well. Samantha Kilty not able to keep that one between the lines. It'll be given back to the Greens, and Kilty gets a foot on it one more time. And here goes Bauman and Ugna. Watch them work here. Those two. A nice long ball, though, from Ugna. That's going to spring free Madison Sasma, and a save for now, and then a save, yes, for the Tigers. Peyton Bremer, goalkeeper for the Tigers tonight. Regular goalkeeper Ava Sandermay taking a night off tonight. Again, Tigers have played a lot. 8 games in so far, 8 matches. Again, depending on where you're from, as Bauman slips past Ugna that time, but Tigers able to work the ball free momentarily. Defensively handled over there by Devin Miller of the Tigers. See Devin's bright orange shoes over there. I especially like the Evergreens warm-up jerseys. It was hot pink numbers and very easy to see. Flag came up on the other side. The Greens were offside. So free kick for the Tigers. Ball played on the far side of the field. Scooted ahead by Jenna Check and then bounced right back. Here come the Tigers. Both teams battling for possession now in the midfield. Settle down on the far side. Up ahead now again to Check. Takes a look around, gets it right back off the bounce, and then poked away by Grunling. Grunling also starting back, not in her, at least to this point in the season, into her typical forward position. Grunling and Ugna both playing the back line for Coach Lindner and the Tigers. Throw for Marshfield. Up ahead it goes towards Weister. Ball launched high in the air. Ball temporarily rolled just through the top of the box. Now all the way down. Here goes Bauman and Ugna to work. Bauman gets past Ugna this time. 2-on-3. Still Bauman with it. Bauman off the back of Ugna's right foot, and then the ball is overran. I'm trying to make out if that's an 8 or a 9 down there on the other side of the field, but the throw will come from number 8 or 9. And as soon as everybody gets turned around here, we'll have all the names right, but the ball being played on that far side of the field. This is Bauman with the throw. Knocked right back out by Miller. Another throw for the Greens. And Ugna will send it. Schultz with it here. Schultz gets banged into by Weister. And midfielders right now getting a lot of work here in the early minutes. We play here in the 8th minute. And scoreless from Marshfield. There goes Bauman. Ugna will chase. Ball sent ahead. That is Ruby Kowal, I believe. And those of you watching on a mobile device, if I'm getting any of these names wrong, just send a message in down below. We'll get them right. We showed up here to do a good job, so help us out. Greens will throw from right in front of the Marshfield bench. There goes Bauman. Now Bauman with Ugna in front of her. Ugna steps on the ball. So did Bauman. Bauman launches. Ball bounces, and another save for Bremer. A couple of shots on goal for Everest. Couple of saves for Bremer. In again to Bauman. Again, that is the matchup to watch tonight. As very, very interesting matchup. Again, the 5'3" Jenna Bauman. Again, if I'm wrong, tell me. That's what I remember from last year, standing next to Jenna, interviewing her after the match. I know Abby is 6'1", 6'2". It's just such a contrast out there on the field. Grundling now gets the right foot up, clears, and again, ball be chased down in the midfield. Crashing hard, though, was Weister. Now Berger will turn and have a look. And up ahead now, Berger couldn't get that one through to Weister. Nice job defensively by Schultz. Now Ugna battles Bauman. Clears it back into the midfield once again. Long ball sent to Kowal. And that one again snatched up by tonight's Marshfield goalkeeper, Peyton Bremer. Bremer will boot it up towards Berger. Taken away, though, by Czech. Here comes Bauman. And offside is the call. Marshall with a free kick. Take a look at our friends over at Next Step.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind. Always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Weister with a small chance there, but it really didn't develop. Marshfield attempting that far side, their bench side, as they work to cut through and carve through the Greens' defense. Bauman now works in the corner. Defended there by Ugna again. Marshfield, you hear the Marshfield fans cheering in approval on the events so far. Ugna will chest that one down as again she battles, and they are banging around out there. Bauman and Ugna really getting after each other. Ball sent up. That'll be chased down defensively by Kylie Koch. Grundling comes up, pokes it back into the midfield. And actually, that is Ruby Kowal on this side. So we've got Ava Hopper on the other side. I knew we'd get it sorted out eventually. There's only so many numbers out there to sift through. As Schultz hits this one high, chased down by Sazma. And sent just off the side of the cage. Last off the hands of Peyton Bremer. It's going to come as a corner for the Greens. Head into Fleet Farm during their spring yard prep event. Pick up everything you need for lawn, garden, and patio. Save on fertilizers, lawn equipment, patio furniture, grills, and more. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. First corner of the match for anybody. It's a low liner coming in. That is, let's see what they are going to say, kicked out by the Marshfield defender. It'll be another corner. So back-to-back corners for the Greens. See if this one comes in the air a little bit more, but only a little. Ball fought for, still rolling in the box. Now will finally be cleared by Berger. Now Weister. Weister takes a look around. Didn't quite put enough zip on that one. Now Bauman. Here goes Bauman as she wrestles with Ugna. Bauman right foot and gobbled up again by Bremer. Zhang Xiaolo came out of her defensive spot that time, or maybe midfield spot. Keep an eye on 16, but nice job there by Lowe at any rate to come up there and get the ball working the other way. Throw for the Greens as we play here in the 14th minute. Still scoreless from Marshfield. Ball centered in for Weister, and that's going to be launched high up in the air. Marshfield playing for a corner, and nice job there defensively. Green's able to force the goal kick. We'll hear now from Awards and More. You're watching girls high school soccer on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Hiding Community Stadium, 15th minute. Grace Taylor in the game for the Tigers. As Grundling comes up, but Bauman able to beat her to the spot. Now Grundling and Bauman do chase. Here comes Ugna to help out. Bauman makes herself free, and another save. Wow, another save by Peyton Bremer. Bremer continues to get peppered, but the Tigers able to keep a 0 on the scoreboard thus far. We look up on the video board here inside the stadium, an instant replay of that one, and worth it for Peyton Bremer. Again, cloudy, windy, cold conditions here tonight, as has been the case all day in central Wisconsin. Here's Taylor. Taylor looks for a connecting pass, overran temporarily, and then overran by Bolzak. Tigers will go to work. Ball sent up ahead. And scooped up. First real action for the Greens, Mackenzie Campman. Sophomore is Campman in goal. First time she's had to really come out of her spot. Grundling again chases in the back. Now Kilty will give chase, and Kilty's going to run it all the way down, and it's going to be a corner earned for the Greens. You heard some of the coaches sitting in the bleachers asking Samantha to kick that ball to the goaltender. No, thank you. Kowal will handle the corner. Kowal now into the box. Header attempt is wide of the mark. And it'll be another goal kick for the Tigers. Central Wisconsin Glass. Check them out. Grace Taylor again inserted into the match here a few minutes ago. Took that one off the shins, put her hands up in a defensive boxing stance at the same time. It's exactly what I would have done. This one ran down by Kilty. And now Ogna and Bauman. Here goes Bauman. Bauman centering. That one leaks all the way through, and Crumling didn't get a lot on it, but got it out of harm's way for the moment, and then that one sent long by Czech. And be another goal kick upcoming for the Tigers. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, then we need you. You want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Check out the open positions at H&S. Benefits are health, dental, life, disability, 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and vacation that has you earning it on the very first day. Looking for welders, painters, assemblers, both first and second shift? Apply online. Just look up H&S Manufacturing or go right to hsmfgco.com. H&S Manufacturing of Marshfield. Scoreless here as we play in the 19th minute. And upended on the play as Lowe came up and swung at the ball. A Tiger upended on the field, and as this one rolls out, we'll get a stoppage, and it'll be an injury timeout here on the field. What do we have up next, Trevor? We'll hear from Columbus Catholic, and then be right back here for more girls soccer on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. 19th minute as play continues here. No score. The injured Marshfield player able to make her way off the field in an injury. I don't want to get it wrong, but it looked like Mia Preston was who the injured player was. And again, those of you watching at home, wherever you may be, one, thanks for watching. Two, if you know more than I do, just let me know. Just type that up in the chat box down below. Let me know what you saw. We can put our heads together and figure it all out. Taylor connects in the midfield, looking for another connection. Game I called here last week. That was, I'd have to go back now and look at that. Let's take a look here. I want to make sure I get everything right today, everything I'm possibly capable of. Wisconsin Rapids, a 2-1 loss. I called that game a week, 6 days ago now. I'll tell you about that here in just a minute as this one bounces through. Goal kick coming up. It was Marshfield able, in that match anyway, able to get that first pass and even that second pass off, but that third connection, that was the missing link for Marshfield on Tuesday night last week. Just not able to make that third pass, that connecting pass. You possess on that first, you move the ball, and then you look at that third one. That third one is usually where you're going to find some action, and Marshfield not able to get that done. And haven't seen that yet tonight. Haven't seen Marshfield able to find that third pass here tonight. We'll keep an eye on that as well, as that can give us some clues about the future of this game for the Tigers and or the Greens. Tigers able to do a nice job here of moving the ball upfield. Here's Taylor. And now Taylor will leave it for Kilty with the throw. Kilty will take a look in. And it comes to Weister. Now Weister will send it up. It got caught up in the wind there a little bit. Again, I said very windy. 20-mile-an-hour wind or so. Pretty constant 20-mile-per-hour wind, blowing essentially straight across the field. So as you're looking at the field from the bottom to the top of your screen, that's generally the direction of the wind, and maybe even a little bit left to right on top of that. So that ball hit up in the air like that is going to get caught in the wind and do some interesting things. Ogna again now with Bauman. Ogna has speed as well. Look at Abby go as she races with Bauman. Now Bauman on that hesitation gets in front of her, and the ball again will be cleared. So that strategy, Marshfield putting both Ogna and Grunling back on defense. Grunling normally in a forward spot. Ogna somewhere in that midfield to striker spot, depending on the formation. But both of them on that defensive forward now. And that is a brand new look here for Coach Lindner in 2022, and all to do with slowing down one Jenna Bauman. And not even slowing down. The goal is Marshfield giving up 0 to Bauman. That's the goal. Slowing down would not be enough. I don't think. But in that way, you are setting yourself up for offensive pressure. Everest provide offensive pressure from somewhere else. It's the roll of the dice. That's the gamble you take. Take away, in this case, DC Everest's best option, and take your chances everywhere else. A couple of fresh Tigers coming in. Be a throw for Marshfield. Devin Miller back in. Miller will handle the throw. And towards Serenity Paisley. Greens will possess. This one comes all the way through. Here's a check now. Bauman came crashing in, and the ball fired in on Bremer. And another save for the freshman, Peyton Bremer. Again, the senior Ava Santerme taking a night off tonight. Get to have a look at the freshman Bremer. There goes Taylor now. Taylor racing, but catching up fast was Schultz. Weister taken off her feet. Sazama will chip it up ahead. Up to Check. Kilty will chase Check to the sideline and then shield her off. Nice job that time by Samantha Kilty to shield off Check. Let that one roll out. Taylor kept that in. She didn't realize that, but she lifted the foot and kicked it backwards. She actually kept it in. So we remain active here in the 25th minute. Still no score for Marshfield as Ugna pokes it away from Bauman. And a whistle comes. This is going to be a whistle on Kilty. It's going to be a free kick for the Evergreens. So we get to see a set piece from DC Everest. See what Coach Lucas Colross come up with here on this set piece. And this will be Bauman to deliver it. So they're going to let Bauman take the free kick from out here instead of positioning her inside the box where she may be overshadowed by some of the taller Tigers. Now a couple of them, including Kilty and Ugna, told to come back inside the football 15-yard line. Ball will be kicked at the football 23-yard line. It'll be Bauman to do it on the free kick. Here it is. This one high and over the mark. Be a goal kick for Marshfield. Jenny Shaner will help you with your next real estate transaction. Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
27th minute, and nothing settled by far. Nothing settled here in this one. And fresh Tigers coming in. Worn out Tigers going out. High bouncer. Grundling will head it down. Up comes Lowe. Nice couple of passes there. There you see DC Everest now with 3-4 connections. And as that happens, you get a ball at least into the box. Kind of that situation I'm talking about, and why we have played more on this end than the other end is DC Everest able to put 2, 3, 4 passes together, get that ball inside the box, make Marshfield have to work defensively, and it's just something we haven't seen the Tigers do a lot of, especially through the 4 losses, and that really does explain some of it. Marshfield not able to find that now in the second game I've called, find that third pass. That first one is there, most times a second pass, and very rarely a third. As Ugna falls down in a diving / kicking motion and effort to thwart Bauman's opportunity, and does. Lowe and Schultz battle on either side of Grace Taylor, and a Marshfield throw is earned. Running with it there for Marshfield was Lauren Homolka. And now Homolka plays up, and this will be Kilty with a throw, and they're going to bring Kilty back a few steps. Homolka put a foot out, but again, that time that second pass didn't come. Never mind the third. Grundling now will give it a whack, get it down to Homolka. And Homolka gets it taken away. So 1 pass for the Tigers, no second to be found. Ugna will send it up. And sometimes you just want it like this. Just clear it and give those back 4 and maybe a couple of midfielders just a bit of a break. If not a physical break, just a mental break from having to solve all the movement by the girls in white here tonight. But a goal kick coming up now, and we'll hear from Forward Bank. You're watching girls high school soccer on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Much appreciation to our friend Bill Senhols and the rest of the team at Forward Bank. Stopped in the North Central Avenue location today. Got a couple things done there. It's always good to see the people at Forward Bank, and good to see them here supporting local sports on Zaleski Sports, high school student athletes, and all of you at home. And that's how the whole magic works. Why you get to watch for free. Instead of these other knuckleheads that are trying to charge you to watch this stuff. Still doesn't make any sense to me. Ogno with the header. Now Taylor. And one pass and done for the Tigers. Yeah, if somebody wants you to pay for it, it means they cannot get the job done on their own like we do. They're lazy, just not able to work. I don't know, but that's why you have to pay, because somebody on that end can't get the job done. So they want you to do the work for them and pay to watch. Not going to work out here. And a whistle blew there somewhere, so it's going to be a Marshfield free kick. Ogno will come up. Now Ogno, low liner in towards Berger. Berger not able to handle. Handle eventually found by Franklin, Presley Franklin, and another throw for the Tigers, and two fresh bodies coming in, one on each side. Listen, gang, it's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job with great pay at Nikolai Construction. Nikolai Construction in Marshfield is a well-established, family-owned business with a welcoming environment for you to be a part of today. Find year-round work, carpentry, concrete, and steel, and work that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction on East 29th Street in Marshfield to get started. Get back to work with Nikolai Construction. Throw now for the Greens. And the coaches, you can hear them in the stands in front of us, all, 50 of them or so, telling somebody out there a nice job. That's fine. Ball loose in the midfield. Now it'll be sent up in the general direction of Homolka. She does get a shoe on it as it comes back. Now this one chased down by Aaron Bolzak. And last off the foot of Marshfield. It'll be another Evergreens throw as we play here in the 33rd minute. We work our way towards halftime already. But nonstop, minus one small injury timeout. We've been on the go here all first half. Again, make sure to stay tuned to halftime. We'll show you our Coach on the Couch episode with Marshfield head coach Steve Lucky Lindner as the group comes in from the sideline. And as they do, it's time to order some pizza from Scotty's Pizza. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. So we come back here. We see Annie Klobaka handle for the Greens in the midfield. Annie, I believe, one of those new Greens in just a moment ago. That one bounced off the knee of Bolzak. It'll be another Tigers throw as Marshfield looks to get the ball moving to the north here as they play south to north. Evergreens working to the south. Get your bearings straight. throw for the Tigers, but Marshfield essentially keeps their defensive stance here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all standing in the midfield. And all day with it there for Marshfield was Mia Preston. And this one is going to miss just wide of the cage. And as it is, our friends at the Granite Shop will tell you what they've got going on.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Again, Klobaka coming up and making a play in the midfield. Arrow Sales 9 wants me to call the subs too. Arrow, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling every name I can see. Or every number I can find anyway. And some of those numbers are really far out there. But here's the Ugna Bauman story that we've been talking about throughout today's match as we play here now in the 36th minute. But those two have been hip to hip from start to finish, or start to now anyway. And in it comes to Bauman again. Ugna in tow. And that one lost by Bauman. It'll be a throw for Ugna and the Tigers. High throw that Miller attempts to clear, not able to. Here goes Czech now to work. Czech now turns in the midfield, looks the other way. I'm sorry, that was Kowal, now Czech. Now that 6 and that 8, that is a tough sight from up here. Here's Klobaka now. Nice play there on the far side of the field. Another throw for the Tigers. We've 4 minutes left here in the first half. Taylor now. Taylor back to Grunling. Grunling will hit this one high in the air. It'll bounce once. Czech takes a look around. Ugna comes all the way back from that defensive 4 to come up and make a play on that. But here goes Bauman now with Ugna out of position. Bauman will go to work. Bauman and Miller. Tigers flying at Bauman. Here's the right foot, and that one is in. A goal for the Greens. As Bauman got lost in traffic, Tigers lost track of her, and Jenna Bauman in the 37th minute, and it's 1-0 Everest.
Right back, Black! Right back! Head up, Black! Let's go, Black!
Jenna Bauman was going to have something to say one way or the other today. And as Ugna came up to play that ball in the midfield, that defensive back line got out of their shape a little bit. And then as Bauman started drifting across the box, Tigers just flew at her one after another. But you see the exceptional skill of Jenna Bauman, especially with the ball, as she rolls here. And now a through ball to Sasma. And then kicked and in. It's a goal for Caitlin Abil. So back-to-back goals for the Greens, 2-0 DC Everest.
Let's go, Black! We're not done. Here we go.
Back-to-back goals, first Bauman, then Abil. Sophomore Bauman, the freshman Caitlin Abil. Tigers lost their composure there as they had a good plan for Bauman and just got out of their shape. And the Bauman goal comes in, and then looked like Marshfield just lost their composure altogether as Bauman with the through ball touched by Sasma and then punched in by Abil. 2-0 as the rain begins to fall now in Marshfield. So for the Tigers, insult added to injury. Now the rain comes down. I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to deal with rain and 34 degrees when you're up 2-0 than when you're down 2-0. A couple minutes left before a halftime break. Greens will clear. Kilty will run it down and throw it in. Quickly now it comes in. Taylor not able to catch up to it. Schultz now will watch that one roll out. And a goal kick coming up for the Greens. And we'll hear now from Chili Implement. You're watching girls high school soccer on Zaleski Sports. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Make sure to check out my friends Brad and gang down at Chili Implement. That was our lawn commercial for them. I promise you're going to have to cut the grass soon, I think. Tell you what, though, go down now and get some year-end deals on snow removal equipment, too. Farm equipment. All that down at Chili Implement, just a couple miles west of Marshfield, Highway 10. Bauman looks up, asks for it. Now Bauman and Ugna, here they go, one-on-one down the far side. Bauman throws on the brakes, loses possession for just a moment, and those two, what a battle, though, between those two. It's just been fun to watch. In it comes. It looks like Czech had slowed her run up there as she feared she may have been offside. Ball finally rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Tigers throw. Looks like Czech was going to have a good opportunity at it, but slowed up. She thought she was offside, so slowed her roll and stayed onside. Now Czech, Bauman, and Ugna now will come up and scoot it away. See what Coach Linder and the Tigers come up with during halftime. They're going to need more offensive pressure. 2-0. The score right here. We're going to get a foul on the other side, and final seconds will tick off here of the half. And we have reached our halftime break. Your score, DC Everest 2 and Marshfield 0. Had a chance to stop in and talk to Coach Steve Lindner as part of our Coach on the Couch series. Here is that interview, and that'll take you through the halftime break. Again, halftime score here on Zaleski Sports. DC Everest 2, Marshfield 0. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, here at the Chips Hamburgers Fieldhouse in Marshfield, and we're talking girls soccer today with head coach Steve Lindner. Coach, Lucky Lindner, right? Yeah. Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me here. Just remind the audience, how many years you've been coaching and what keeps you coming back every year?
Well, this is my 12th year head coach with the girls program. I've been involved with the girls for 16 years now, and overall with the school district, 26 years. So I keep coming back because I love to teach and love to work with the youth and develop soccer skills and life skills. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Before we went on, you were talking about 100 wins. So tell us a little bit about that. That's a great achievement.
Well, approaching, and the WDLB handbook keeps all that information out there. And yes, I've been coaching for 12 years and approaching 100 wins, which girls soccer's come a long way the first few years that we had it. Of course, we had very few wins each season, and all the way up to our state year where we went to the state tournament, gaining 16 wins or whatever it was, I believe. So it's just great progress for the program.
Yeah, I went to state in 2019 down in Milwaukee. Great time. I know you. I was at your state qualification game. Somebody else went to the state game. It was a really fun year that year. And there's been some weirdness in the world since then, is I guess the best way to put it. But we're very much looking forward to this year. Before we talk about this year's team, let's just maybe recap last year just a little bit. Some of those seniors that you left, and I know every time I risk you say one name and you're at risk of not saying them all, but just kind of reflect on last year's team for us a little bit.
Yeah, last year we had 12 seniors, so we lose a lot of seniors that saw a lot of playing time. We're in the rotation. Including Kate Schilling, who was our leading scorer, all-conference, unanimous all-conference selection. We got to replace those 17 goals that she scored. But the rest of the seniors, there were 5 of them. And again, like you said, naming all the names is difficult. But at the same time, there were 5 of the seniors last year that had played 4 years with us at varsity. and going through the program and really developed the program into where it is today.
Last year, 8-7-1, so a winning season. So congratulations on that. And again, in a very, sometimes a trying time with everything that was going on last year, and keeping everybody's focus when events of the world sometimes took precedence. And so it was a strange season for sure. I had a playoff win. Had what I would consider a bit of a heartbreaker to end the season. You talked about Kate and some of those. Some of the other seniors, Kate, leading goal scorer from last year, through those 16 games, that averaged just over a half a goal a game, so offensively challenged last year. Talk about this year's team now as we kind of compare it this last time to last year.
Yeah, this year we've got, our leading scorers coming back will be Sophia Grunling and Avery Weister, who both scored 6 goals last year. Yeah. Avery's up on top at a forward. Sophia is a midfielder. So those two are coming back that have scored goals in the past. And Abby Agna had a goal at the varsity level last year. She played mostly defensive mid, but those are the only players that scored for us last year returning. So we've got to replace a lot of our scoring offense with younger players and players that came up through the ranks that were on JV last year.
Again, Coach, every time I open my mouth, I'm at risk for saying something wrong, so here we go. But Abby Young, a 3-sport athlete here at Marshfield Senior High School. You've likely got some others on the team. I haven't seen the whole roster yet, but how do you think those type of girls that have played some other sports during the year, they come in here? How do you think are they more ready, or how do you kind of view those kind of year-round athletes?
We love the athletes that play multiple sports. We've got Abby Agna and a number of the freshmen that are playing basketball, volleyball. Yeah. Some of them are swimming. So it's great to have the well-rounded athlete. And we do what we call, in the coaching fraternity here at the high school, sharing athletes. So your athletes that are playing, like Abby Agna, Sophia Grunling, a number of the other ones, Hayden Berger, they play multiple sports and they go from one to the next, and they transition fine, and it allows them not to burn out on one sport. So we like that a lot out of our young players.
Mentioned Sophia Grunling, another 3-sport athlete, a swimmer, a basketball player, now soccer, has a big leg, and you said midfielder. How do you view scoring threats out of your midfielders? Where do they fit into the mix in your plan usually?
Usually we hope to get a lot of scoring out of the mids because they get great opportunity. And Sophia, whether she's in the middle or on the outside, she'll get a great opportunity to put the ball in the net. Hayden Berger, Maddie Nikolai, who was injured all of last year. She made it through the preseason and had an injury that took her out of the season all year, so she didn't get an opportunity, but she's going to be in the mix at midfield with the opportunity to score, along with Mackenzie Schreiner, Abby Agna, of course, and then Lauren Katzenberger. So we've got some nice young players that I think can put the ball in the net, and I think we're going to do just fine.
Yeah, so defense carried the day last year. We didn't have a lot of opportunities for non-conference, just the way things were last year. We didn't play a lot of non-conference matches. Most came in conference, kind of middle of the pack in conference last year. Have you talked to the girls yet about some goals? We got a game coming up on Tuesday, so I'd imagine you've talked about that a little bit. Where do you think you fit in the conference, and what are some of the team goals for this year?
Some of the team goals, is the team chemistry and the communications. We always start with communication, so the players, whether freshmen or senior, are talking and feel part of the team and don't just sit back and hope that a senior is going to take care of it. Some of the other goals are the constant improvement. The playing in the conference, and it's a tough conference. Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau West, DC Everest are perennial powers, and we want to be in the mix with those 3 teams and compete with each and every one of those every game. And it's not to take anything away from Merrill or Wausau East or Spash. It's just that the other 3 are the powers from last year and probably will be again this year, and our goal is to be right up there with those 3 and compete every day we play them 3.
I would assume, like a lot of teams, yours likely the same. One goal is let's win all of our home games. We've got a great facility out here. We're going to have a lot of fans out here. How do you view kind of your home field advantage in that way with such a beautiful facility and pretty good fans that come out and watch you and the girls play?
Initially, it was going to be a great advantage to be on turf and practice on turf all the time. But more and more teams are starting to get turf. We've got Merrill's got turf, and Wisconsin Rapids, I believe, has a turf field now as well. So a lot of the teams like DC Everest will go down south and play on turf. Teams going up to Rhinelander playing at their indoor facility. So the turf advantage is, it only takes us so far. We just need to play well here because we know our field and we're very proud of what we have. And we go out every time we play in our field and feel real comfortable and believe that we're going to have a victory every time we play here.
Just like in years past, we'll have a healthy dose of your games live for people to watch if they can't make it. Of course, the number one goal is always to get to the game, cheer on these girls in person. What kind of message do you want to share with your fans, your supporters, the families to come out and support you and the girls this year?
Yeah, we've got 41 girls total in the program, junior varsity and varsity. And on varsity, we've got a great mix of 6 freshmen, 6 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 4 seniors. So it's a great mix of athletes from each class, and I think that they're going to be very competitive. Soccer is starting to get stronger in Marshfield, and the youth and the young players are competitive enough they can play on varsity and do well right away from the get-go.
Yeah, I always enjoy coming to the games, and you should too. So get to the games. Schedule is on the school website. We carry a schedule as well, so make sure you take in all those games. We can kind of hear practice kind of ending in the background. I was able to visit practice today. It looks like a lot of smiling faces in there. How would you you mentioned team chemistry earlier. How would you grade team chemistry coming just around the corner into the first game of the year?
I think it's doing great, and it starts with our senior leadership. We've got Ava Santerm and Sophia Grunling as our captains, and those two have led real well with senior-led practices and in the practices once we got into the season, along with Mackenzie Schreiner and Mackenzie Tesmer. Both of those 2 players were on JV last year. They moved up to varsity, and the 4 seniors have done a lot of leading and a lot of interaction with our youth, with the indoor open gyms, and they kind of build that rapport and camaraderie with the younger kids so that they can come in and have fun, and it's been fun while we learn and as we improve our skills.
Lastly, let's talk about the coaching staff. We've talked about you a little bit, whether the girls know it or not. They don't know much yet, so they need some help, right? And I know we talked to Jeff Moulter in there. Tell us a bit about the coaching staff and the people you have around to help these girls learn the game of soccer.
Yeah. Jeff is back again as my assistant, and really I call him a co-coach. Jeff is the head varsity with the boys, and Jeff and I have been coaching together about 15 years now, boys and girls. And he does an awesome job helping out, leading, and as part of the program. And then as a goalie coach, we've got Kristen Kashalik. Her 3rd year with the girls, and she does the same thing with the boys. She works the goalies. She played goalie at DC Everest, came from a great program, went on to UW Stevens Point, played. So she brings a lot of experience and knowledge and passion for our goalies to learn from somebody that really knows the game. And then at the JV level, Steve McCann and his wife, Nicole, are both leading the JV team. And, Steve's been with the program a number of years and was with the boys for quite a few years as well. So, we've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of people that are passionate about the game and just want to teach and improve Marshfield soccer.
Excellent. Coach, I came in on memory. We heard there from Coach Steve Lucky Lindner, Marshfield Tigers head coach. You can see the rest of that interview, or if you want to think of it a different way, the interview in its entirety right on this YouTube channel. So right after the game is done, go back and pick up where we left off. We had a few minutes left of that interview, or you can watch the whole thing 100 times if you want. It's all on demand on YouTube. As we begin second half play, DC Everest leads 2-0 here in the second half. Goal scored by Jenna Bauman. That came in the 37th minute. And then 1 minute later, Caitlin Abil with the goal right back. And right off the whistle here, Everest threatening early. Miller will turn and clear. And nice job here on this side of the field as that ball was kept in. And we're going to become familiar with some of these other names now that we've flipped sides. Lauren Katzenberger did a nice job there, keeping that one in. We start the second half, and it's Ugna again shadowing Bauman. If you're just joining us now, that has been the plan since, probably since a couple days ago, as Coach Lindner told me that about an hour before today's match, that was going to be the case. He was going to put Ugna right on Bauman, and that has worked well, but twice it didn't. It'll be a Marshfield throw in deep. It was Abby Ugna came out of her defensive spot at about that, just right before that 37th minute, attempting to clear and just push the action up a little bit. And as that happened, the Tigers found themselves quickly out of shape. Bauman slipped in and slipped it past a goaltender from Marshfield. By the way, Peyton Bremer doing a really good job here as a freshman tonight. And then the Tigers looked just a bit frazzled after that, and it was quickly Bauman to Sasma to Abil for the second goal about 1 minute later. 1 minute off the clock, and it was 2-0. So Marshfield looking to goal number one here. Just get on the field here and get into a rhythm here in the second half. Just get your footing under you. Understand what's going on. Just kind of get your game breath back. Get yourself kind of worked up in a lather a little bit. And then sometime within that 5 to 7 minute mark coming into the second half, then it's time to turn it up offensively. And Tigers an offensive chance now as the ball is worked inside the box, and it'll be a corner for the Tigers. So get yourself worked up into a lather. We're 2.5 minutes in, and now it's time to start firing. Time to start firing on McKenna Campman. Marshfield on the corner kick. Kick sent in and then headed right back out. It'll be another corner coming up for the Tigers. Corner again teed up. Ugna took a stab at it. Ball may have went opposite the way of the goal, though. But now another turn and fire. That one by Weister. Ball still loose here. And Lowe looking to clear it, and does. Green's finally clear, and Weister crashes right into Ava Hopper. And Hopper able to stand her ground and get the throw. Now Hayden Berger goes to work down the far side. Berger leaves it for herself, and contact made down there. No whistle. Play on. Ball again bouncing inside the box. Clearing attempt once. No. Low. Yes. But that strategy I talked about looks like it's exactly what Coach Lindner told his girls. I gave him 5 to 7 minutes. He told them right away. And I suppose that's what the halftime warm-up is for. The Tigers are going to press the issue here. Now a nice through ball sent. Chase down in the corner, and a goal kick upcoming. Tigers not able to earn the corner. Security Health Plan, been a year-long sponsor for us here on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Now Green's looking to catch the Tigers out of position. Grundling, feed to the outside, and not able to be kept in. Throw coming up for DC Everest. And the throw comes in quickly. Throw in towards, I believe that's Hopper over there. Another quick throw. An attempted clear, now a clear for the Tigers. This one sent. Tigers will reverse field position now to this side. Long ball sent up and out. That one routed for Marshfield's Presley Franklin, but a little bit too wide, rolls out. Katzenberger sends it in deep. Low, nice ball there to Hopper. .47th minute, 7 minutes in here to this second half. Marshfield with some intensity right out of the gate. Evergreens respond here in kind with some ball movement of their own. Again, DC Everest just doing a much better job here in this one of controlling the ball and then possessing as a result of it, as Hopper now will race down this near side. Now take a look. Swing it across. That one chested down and ran through by Kilty. Now here's Bauman. Bauman inside the box. Bauman one-on-one and taps it in. The second goal tonight for Jenna Bauman. Some of the referees sitting in the stands asking for an offside, but I did not see that. I'm not sure don't know what they were looking at. Bauman with her second goal. 37th minute, and now in the 48th minute. And Bauman got in front of the Marshfield defense and left one-on-one with the freshman Bremer. Again, Bauman just a sophomore, but an extremely skilled sophomore. I'll rephrase even yet, an extremely well-skilled soccer player, regardless of age. Bauman's going to terrorize this Wisconsin Valley Conference for this season and the next couple. And I think at times, again, my estimation, I haven't been told yet, but my estimation, Jenna Bauman, about 5'3". I think at times gets lost on the field out there by the opposing team. Hard to pick her up sometimes, depending on where she is and playing that striker spot right in the middle of the offensive shape. It's easy for any striker to get lost in there. That's generally why those are in there and why that position is so successful in this sport. As you get lost, you can get yourself lost intentionally inside the defensive effort of your opponent, and Bauman using her height to her advantage in that way. So 3-0 DC Everest here as we play in the 49th minute. Low gets it out. Greens work the ball up the far side of the field and then sent into the Marshfield bench. Who do we have up next, Trevor? Who are we going to talk to here? Partners Bank. I just saw Janet at Partners Bank earlier today. You're watching girls high school soccer on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Come back here, another save by Peyton Bremer. Had to get down and fall on top of that one to ensure that it didn't go through. And then we get a whistle. This is going to be a free kick for Marshfield. Get a whistle out of that as it looked like that was Katzenberger who took one for the team out there, as possibly her dad is out there letting everybody know about it. Good fan interaction. I haven't heard anything out of line yet. And that certainly was a good one. You cheer on your team. That's what you want out of the fans. Come out and just cheer on your team. We've heard a lot of that today. And from the I don't know, maybe 200 here in attendance. A lot of coaching and officiating along the way. That's, I guess, is expected. Hawkins Ash CPA is the certified public accounting firm that's big enough to serve you and small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices, more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Marshfield with the throw in deep. Just not able to find those connecting passes. Now Bauman will settle it down in the midfield and race. Tried to kick that one up ahead to Sasma. Sasma, though, able to spring it free. Gets it back. And Agna there in her defensive effort. And Agna has played well defensively tonight. This is not her normal spot, but it was the idea to control Jenna Bauman. That idea, to this point, has been just that, an idea, as Bauman with 2 goals on the night. And as I said at the beginning, as Campman scoops that one up, it wasn't enough to slow Bauman down. You were going to need to find a way to stop her. And 2 goals, so that did not happen. But Agna able to head that one, as, again, she's got almost a foot over Bauman. Able to get in there and head that one down. Now we'll let this one go back to Grundling. Racing up there was Presley Franklin. Now, Franklin, though, not able to get the return ball. Agna chests that one down. Bauman, though, gets a foot on it. Lowe takes a look around, feeds it through, and Grundling will send it back to the midfield. 53rd minute. 3-0 Everest. Franklin now will chase. That chase won, though, by Aubrey Leigel. But Marshfield, though, does earn the throw. A couple of new Tigers and 1 new Evergreen come in. And again, I know Aero Sales wanted me to announce these subs as they come in, but I might be able to get 1, maybe 2 of them. You know, for Marshfield, Lauren Homolka is back in. And that's where my information is going to stop. Especially as it gets dark out here. Tough to see the numbers all that way down there. That one will be steered wide of the cage. And we'll check in with Little Sprouts with locations in Auburndale and Rudolph.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
As Homolka takes a look now inside the box, not able to get it settled down, cleared by the Greens. Couple of near chances that time for the Tigers. Now the Greens will get the throw. And a whistle as a trio of Evergreens come in. And Aero Sales, I'm going to put this one on you. You announce the new 3 coming in. Tell you, one of them is Annie Klobaka. It's 1. She's in the midfield. A little easier for me to spot that one. Here's Bauman now. With Agna stuck in the middle. Now Bauman comes back in and Agna catches up with her. Dribbling with it is Hopper. Hopper takes a look now to the middle. Now Sasma. Sasma bangs around. Sasma's right foot goes off of Grundling, and now Kilty will usher it out for an evergreen throw. .55th minute of action as we play here in the second half. High school soccer capping off our quartet of live broadcast tonight. 3 baseball games, and then you get girls soccer tonight. It's a pretty good Monday night. I want to be cleared all the way out and into the Marshfield bench. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Go to Zaleski Sports Stevens Point on Facebook right now and see how Becky and Spectrum Benefit Solutions contributed to fun we had with the Pacelli Cardinals football team. Hard Knocks with the Pacelli Cardinals. And in about 2 months, we're going to put up, I think, a poll on take a vote on our next football Hard Knocks team, but more to come on that in the next couple weeks as rain now begins to fall again on the playing surface. Here's Bauman now. Bauman works around the corner. Look at Bauman. Speed to burn on the outside. Centering pass, and that one not going to find the goal, and instead it's going to result in a goal kick for Marshfield. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies got ourselves anyway. Bill, as a matter of fact, a new printer copier coming up. You hear about Bauer & Fine right now.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
58th minute. Miller with it here. Outside now to Taylor. This side. Here goes Taylor now. She had Homolka there in the middle, and diving on it is Campman. Keep Homolka away from that ball. Now Campman will give it a ride into the wind. Kicking into the wind now are the Evergreens. Marshall essentially playing with the wind, although it's a bit of a crosswind. Bottom to the top of your screen. Almost bottom left towards bottom right is the direction of the wind right now. Almost. Not quite that extreme to the top right. But lots of it, though. All the wind you could ever want out there. And girls have had to make some adjustments tonight. Miller over to Grundling. Grundling will slide that one across the turf. Nice connecting pass to Weister. Marshfield with 3 and a 4th coming. Homolka will chase to the corner, and that one's going to roll out for a goal kick. They said Marshfield softball, first loss of the season today over in Chippewa Falls, 6-1s. Chippewa Falls Cardinals, Shy High Cardinals. Been a thorn in the side of the Marshfield Tigers for a long time, and getting the best of the Tigers today. Again, Marshfield its first softball loss of the season. 7-1, I believe. Something like that. This will result in another goal kick for the Greens, and R&R Furniture. Perry and the rest of the gang up in Spencer. Make sure to give them a visit. R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer. '60th minute. Got just over 20 minutes left here in tonight's contest. 3-0 DC Everest. Marshfield looking to just get one. Just get one started. Came out with a burst just off the halftime break. Now here goes Bauman to work. Bauman takes a look, left leg for Bauman, and that one just off the side of the cage. And Bauman another good look at one. That one just off the side of the cage. It was a dive by Peyton Bremer just to make sure. The wind may have pushed that one again. Just what I would consider a light mist falling on the field. It was 2 o'clock or so this afternoon, maybe even 1 o'clock. It was snowing, sleeting. Now we get a bit of a mist. This one's going to be kept inside the lines. Now Sasma. Sasma takes a look as Tiger in the box there slipped and fell. That turf's going to get wet. Or it is wet. It gets slippery when it gets wet, is what I meant to say. Yeah, Lauren Katzenberger there taking at her feet. Lost her footing. Slippery turf with the mist falling. But conditions everybody's got to play through as Taylor will play through it and throw it. Turning is Homolka. Come back and take a look for it. Homolka was trying to finesse that one to Taylor. But, Evergreen's too wise to that idea. Now Sasma slips on the wet turf. Sasma comes back for it. Now to Hopper. And that'll be last off of Berger. It'll be a throw for the Greens. Hopper to throw. Quickly into Bauman. And that may have been last off of Bauman. Who are they going to give this to? They're going to give it to the Greens. And a pair apiece coming off the sideline. So Bauman will throw. 63rd minute. Nearly, I shouldn't say nearly, just getting late though. Getting late if you're the Tigers. At that point now where something's got to happen. It's got to happen fast. Probably got to take some chances. Push them up. Change your shape a little bit. Probably just start by changing the midfield shape a bit. Trying to create some extra touches. Get some through balls working. And expend a lot of energy in the process, most likely. Kaylin Kurth with the throw. That was actually Kurth before. I had misread that number, 15 instead of 16. Well, those are two with the numbering font styles on the back of these black shirts. That 15 and 16 are nearly the same number from this distance. Binoculars coming with me next time. Physical play here in the midfield. It's been physical play from start. Grundling comes all the way up. There you go. You see some of the strategy here unfolding in front of us for Marshfield. Get those defenders moved up. Maybe get those midfielders angled in and then run down the side. Maybe. I don't know. That's exactly what I've seen yet, but it's going to be something different to change the pace of this one as Ugna now will chase. Bauman chasing her. Ugna turns with it. Three-way collision in the middle of the field. Taylor, again, had wanted to feed that one through quickly. And you got to take some chances here. Chances taken as Kurth steps in front of one, but Hopper takes it away. There goes Hopper to work. Bauman had called for it. Hopper didn't see her. Instead, coming to the other side, will be chased and settled down by Abil. Abil's got a goal scored today. Ugna off of I believe that went off of the side of the head, hopefully the side of the head of Abil. She doubled over and now has hands on her face right now. Hope she's okay. With 3 new greens coming in as those subs are coming in, Midstate has got 1, 2, 3 for free going on right now.
Need incentive to get started at Midstate Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Midstate. Get started at mstc.edu.
As we come back here, Rachel's asking us, Slippery When Wet, an album name. Well, that was Bon Jovi, of course. The collision in the midfield, one of the colliding parties, Maddie Nikolai out there. Crashing around, trying to create some space, trying to really just jar the ball loose. But Slippery When Wet, 1986 release. Somebody can look that up, but I believe that's what it was. Abby Ugna is going to come out for the first time here today. She's going to come out and take a break here in the 66th minute. She has been running and running and running after Jenna Bauman. Grundling sky high towards Taylor. Taylor mistimed her jump. Oh, feed through, just missed to Weister. Three nothing Everest. And 2 goals coming by Bauman. Those bookend at the 37th and 48th minute. A goal in the 38th minute scored by Caitlin Abil. Slippery When Wet, August 18th, 1986. I think that's what I said. 1986. It's a steel trap up here. Nothing really gets out. Grace Taylor will exit for the Tigers. Coming in, Mackenzie Schreiner. Weister on that far side battling Schultz. It'll be both of them standing outside the lines waiting for a throw. I believe it's a throw coming up for DC Everest. Weister was hoping. Everybody coming to the sidelines now. 69th minute. Just a little bit outside of 10 minutes left in this one, and congratulations and high fives on the Everest side. And here's a coat. Sit down and get warm. Temperature for me. Well, let's see what we have here. 35 degrees. It says it feels like 27. I think it feels like 7. And this one sent towards the goal line, and the flag says goal kick for DC Everest. A couple of commercial breaks left. This one from Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. '70th minute here from Hiding Community Stadium. Kurth trying to move this ball around now, Will. That will bring it back to the inside. So all kinds of new numbers and faces out there for both sides. As again, as I said, many substitutions. Everybody going to get an opportunity out here tonight. It was fun to watch Ugna and Bauman go to work, especially early. As I said, Bauman scored in that 37th minute. But it was quite a battle in the first half between those two. Nice work that time. That's number 13, Jessica Rodriguez. Grunling will send it back to the midfield. Picked up there by Nikolai. Now sent down to Franklin. Franklin rolls, spins, and can't get that one to spin and stay in. And Cheryl Tire, a great place to get a lot of stuff done. Oil change, brakes, tires, what have you. Here's the message from Cheryl Tire.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Cheryl Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at CherylTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Cheryl Tire and Service Centers.
Homolka there sent that one just a little bit too far. It's going to result in a goal kick for DC Everest here in the 72nd minute. And subs all around. They benches just emptying left and right. It does put Abby Ugna back on the pitch for the Tigers. Ugna takes about an 8-9 minute break. Come back on the field. Finish this one off. That one rolls into the Marshfield bench, and it is Marshfield throw. And take a look at some schedules for you. Again, I had gone through these schedules early in the broadcast. We'll begin to wrap up from our end here as Ugna. That pass deflected by Aria Mahomes. And Marshfield, a couple of home games left, including here at home on Saturday against Homa. Make sure I have that right. I pull up the schedule now. I thought I had it. Hang on. Throw here for the Tigers. That throw comes in from Miller. Yeah, upcoming for Marshfield, it's a pair of home matches here Saturday against Toma, and the next week Tuesday against Stevens Point, and then a very heavy road schedule after that. Marshfield, the 3-0 score here in the 74th minute. Record will fall to 4-5. For DC Everest, they'll improve to 4-2 with the win here tonight. And upcoming schedule for the Greens: at Wisconsin Rapids on Thursday, at Wausau East on Friday. And then they essentially get a week off. They don't play again and after that until Wausau East at home on May 5th. So 3 games this week and just the one next week. But you can follow the Greens down to Wisconsin Rapids, although no, my sources are telling me that game against Wausau East is postponed next week on Friday. But play again on Thursday down at Wisconsin Rapids, an important game in conference for DC Everest. All conference games are important, no doubt about it, but that an especially important one as things begin to shake out here, and you would lead me to believe, you would be able to convince me that Everest and Rapids are going to battle it out for conference here in 2022. So an important one there on Thursday at Wisconsin Rapids, so make sure to check that out. Wisconsin Rapids been known to play at a couple of different facilities, so I'm not going to tell you which one. I don't know that for sure, but check with your local DC Everest or Wisconsin Rapids athletic officials. They'll let you know. That would be a good one to go watch. If I had time, if I wasn't doing this, that may be one to pick out. Throw here coming from Mia Preston. Ugna will chase it down and send it towards the corner, and that'll roll out. It'll be an Evergreens throw here in the 76th final minutes of tonight's broadcast. Big thanks to everybody watching here tonight. Hopefully you've enjoyed the broadcast. Hopefully the team you're cheering for and the girls you're cheering for it was fun to watch and cheer from home. Yeah, you got to stay warm and dry apparently. Again, that rain or mist, whatever it is still coming down. Watching these games from home, not the preferred option. We'd rather have you here, but there are some advantages to being at home. Watching these games. Again, game 4 of 4 tonight as Homolka loses track of that ball inside the box. What would have otherwise been a good opportunity for the Tigers. Inside feed to Kurth. Kurth running maybe just a bit too fast for it. Let that ball settle in first, get an eye on it, put a target on it, send it in. I'm not your coach, though, so don't listen to me. Ball attempted to be sent all the way across the field, though. Green's defending nicely. Now Grunling uses her body to wall off the opponent there and have a good shot at it. This will be kept in. And scooted on ahead. Hopper takes a look at it. Check took a run at it. Ball again cleared out by the Tigers. Now sent back in. Under 3 minutes left to play. I believe that's Taylor working down the far side. But Evergreens win the time of possession tonight. They win the battle on the scoreboard. Physical game. Marshfield may have got the best of them physically, but the other categories, you give a nod to the Evergreens in all the other categories tonight, including the important one on the scoreboard. There again, more physical play as Check tumbles down. She and Grunling have a bit of a chuckle about it, but Grunling was the only one on her feet after that. Now Ugna takes a look ahead. Had to be a pause there to stay on side for Maddie Nikolai. And then as she paused, ball rolls out. And a goal kick for the Greens and McKenna Campman. Again, busy night across the network tomorrow. Mentioned these earlier. We'll tell them to you one more time. It's Edgar at Assumption softball. Big game there in Merriwood South softball play. Marathon at Stratford baseball and softball. Arcadia at Amherst girls soccer. Greenwood at Columbus Catholic baseball. Columbus Catholic at Athens softball. And we have on our schedule now Marshfield boys and girls track, although you could convince us to do go Marshfield Everest softball tomorrow. Message us on one of our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let us know your thoughts on that. Tough call to make, right? There would be Evergreen runners here as well as softball players there. So tough to trade one for another, knowing you'd leave a whole group behind. But those are the choices we have as we play now. Less than 1 minute left. Campman will send it high into the wind. Campman in goal gives instructions to her four defenders in front of her. And Miller will chase it down for the throw. This will be our final 30 seconds of play here tonight. Big thanks to our game day sponsor, Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Get your cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. Have them brought right to the house. That's what a lot of people do. One chested down in the midfield by Serenity Paisley. And that will bring this one to a close. Final score tonight, DC Everest 3 and Marshfield 0. Enjoy your night, everybody. Have a great one. Again, full slate of games on for tomorrow. Go to ZaleskySports.com. Click weekly schedule for all of your local listings. Have a great night, everybody. We will talk to you again tomorrow.